guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today we are playing with some products from Laura Lee Los Angeles. She's doing a big site-wide 70% off pre-Black Friday sale right now. And I'm going to talk a little bit too in this video about like my speculations, my opinion. Allegedly, I have no like proof or anything. This is not factual, just my thoughts about like why that might be and what I think might be coming for the brand a bit. So if you want to hang out, see some good makeup on sale, or just, you know, speculate some tea with me, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you have not already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I upload videos twice a week and it is totally free to subscribe. And I'd love to have you back again on the channel for all things makeup. So let's go ahead and get into this look with some of the products, and then stay tuned at the end. I'm gonna have a giveaway. Alright y'all, so I'm gonna start with the cheek palette. This is the Full Fantasy Blush palette. Looks like this on the inside. Now, I'm calling it right now. This is allegedly, I have literally no proof behind this, but if you're selling this for this cheap, I foresee Laura's gonna close this brand down. They're not doing a lot of new releases, and to do 70% off site-wide, even on bundles, that says you're closing to me, or you're just trying to get rid of literally all inventory and rebranding something, because this entire Full Fantasy collection is normally $135, and with this early Black Friday sale, you can get the entire collection. That's the eyeshadow palette, the blush palette, 2 lipsticks, and a whole brush set with a bag for $40.50. That says something to me. So if you don't want the whole collection, you just want bits and pieces, you can get this blush palette that I'm about to use right now for $10.50. That's crazy. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about in my affordable indie makeup video. I'll leave that linked, where like this has been out, I feel like maybe a year at this point. But if you wait, $10 for this quality is amazing. This is very much to me like the Lunar Beauty blush palettes and the eyeshadow palette. I think those are more of like the Lunar Beauty formula and layout. And maybe even the lipsticks. I've never tried lipsticks from Lunar Beauty, so I'm not sure. But the liquid lipsticks, the brush, and the lip glosses are definitely more the Laura Lee side. So I'm going to try to use Sandbar here, this brown one, with a very light hand, and see if that will work on my fair skin as a bronzer. I think I can make it work as long as I'm not being too heavy-handed, since it is a bit deep. And I am just using my Rephr number 4 brush. I like this one a lot for both blush and bronzer. But again, if you can get 3 blushes, a bronzer, and 2 highlighters for $10 and what was that I said, 40 cents or something like that, that's kind of a steal. Yeah, you'll probably have shipping, but at that point, when it's that cheap, and I'm telling you, I've tried a lot of Laura Lee Los Angeles and Lunar Beauty in the past, and they are good quality products. They are. For that price is pretty insane to me. Okay, so yeah, that bronzer going light-handed, it's actually working out pretty well for me. I was worried it would be like too reddish of an undertone, because that sometimes happens to me, but I think it looks pretty good. It's warmed up the face a little bit. I'm going to try to go in with a combination of Pink Blossom and Peachy Keen. That's the middle 2 blushes here. And just layer them a little bit. That's what I love to do with these bigger blush palettes, is just like mix and match, and kind of like, you know, a little here, a little dab back and forth, and then go in, so you can get a lot of just additional shades. Like, sure, you can use just one shade, but like, for example, Rose Skyline, I'm either gonna have to go in with a really light hand if I want to use that one, or I can do this kind of a thing and mix it with something that's a little bit lighter, so it's a little more I don't know, just like believable or not so clown looking on my very fair complexion. This is definitely the same powder blush formula, pressed powder formula that I recognize from Lunar Beauty. And I really like the other blush palettes. I don't see Manny's brand doing this deep of a discount, is also part of why I'm kind of having that prediction of I think she's gonna close down Laura Lee Los Angeles and she's just trying to get rid of some of her inventory is what I suspect. You mark my words when you hear that announcement coming up pretty soon here. And then we'll just go ahead for good measure, because we're showing off these products, and use the highlighter as well. I'm going to go in with this one here, which is Gold Fantasy. There's Nude Fantasy and Gold Fantasy. I'm just going to take a little highlighter brush here. These are all matte blushes, so if you want that bit of like a shimmer, it's kind of nice that there's a highlighter in here. Or if you're not so much into highlighters on the face anymore, you can always use it for like an inner corner, or like a little forehead right here, or like a brow bone highlight, something like that. But come on, you guys, 10 bucks, you're not gonna beat it. So now we're gonna go on to the Full Fantasy color palette. That's the eyeshadow palette. And again, if it were me and I didn't already own this, I might be getting the whole bundle for 40, because that's insane to get all that for 40. Or if you and your friend, like there's bits and pieces you want versus your friends, you could go on in on that together. But if you just want select pieces, this eyeshadow palette right now is $14.40. That's crazy, when this was originally, what, a $48 palette? That's crazy. Like, of course, we wish all of the Black Friday deals were like this from all the indie brands. I know I do, but it's not realistic, I don't feel like, for them with profit margins, which is why I'm like, here is the Full Fantasy color palette, again with like the raised moon and like the Lunar Beauty format. And just in case you haven't seen this floating around online, here's what it looks like. It's a nice neutrals with a twist kind of a palette to me, because you've got your normal like kind of like browns and taupes, you've got a black, but you've also got some pops of green, berry, some like smoky kind of blue shades too. So there's lots of options in here. Now, the one thing I would say from Laura Lee Los Angeles, I like Laura's brushes better than I have brushes too from Lunar Beauty, and they're fine, but I like Laura's better. My favorite ones for eyes, L26, I use that a lot. For the face, L11, a flat Kabuki foundation brush. I like the L24 for concealer. The L23 is really good for blush. And if you get a brush set, they come in these bags that are really, really nice and big. I've got a couple of them. This one's from the Whimsical collection. And this one's from this particular like Laura and Manny collab. But the brushes are really high quality. And again, you're not going to get them for cheaper than this. You can get the Full Fantasy brush collection, the whole thing, for $21 with the bag. A lot of the individual brushes, it looks like, are selling out right now, so I don't know how long she's gonna do this 70% off. Again, it might be just like while inventory lasts. I'm gonna start with Besties in the crease. It's just kind of like this, this mid-tone right here shade, just to give us a little something down. I already have my eyeshadow primer down now. I don't know what kind of a look I want to do today. What should I do? I'm kind of curious about this like duochrome Aries shade. That could be fun. And I think I am gonna go with that Aries shade later. So I'm gonna use Lanny, this like deeper matte kind of berry shade, to just deepen up the outer corner of my eye here and blend that all out. You scooch in just a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Just taking little bits at a time of Lanny. I usually put the most pigment here at my lash line, and then I will kind of blend and smoke it out from there, because that's where I want it to be the deepest. And then I just build and blend until I have something like this. Now make sure, if you're like me and you have hooded eyes, you open your eye just to check that you got it as high up as you want it, because I know when I first started, I would stop about here, and then you open your eye and it completely disappears. So you might have to go a bit higher than you think. There's still space between the brow bone here. You know, I'm not going all the way up to the brow, but that is something I have definitely learned about myself and having hooded eyes. Helps make your eyes look a bit more like elongated and bigger. If you do go past the crease here as well. Okay, I am going to add a little bit of glitter primer too, because I have found with the Lunar Beauty formula that I think, like, it's not really, I don't know, an opacity thing, but it just helps the pigments show up a bit more, make them a bit more impactful. So now again, I'm going in with Aries, which is this kind of like dual chrome, browny blue kind of a color. Oh yeah, that's definitely pairing well with Lanny, the more like berry shade. Isn't this so pretty? I don't know if you can really see like the shift of the blue to brown on camera, but it's blending so well with like the brown in the crease as well, since it's got a bit of both in it. So I don't know if I'd wear this to work. It's a little more smoky, maybe like out for dinner with friends or something like that, but it's not like totally unwearable for day. But this palette has enough versatility. If you wanted to go something a little more neutral or like daytime appropriate, you definitely could. And I'm just going to use Break Time, the black in the palette, on a flat brush to make a little bit of shadow liner now. Okay, and I do want to play with the sparkly bit of this just a little bit. So I am going to take this pink full fam right here, and I'm going to put a bit of that in the inner corner just because I love how the sparkle looks. Yeah, a little something like that. Ooh, I need to blend that a little bit more on this side. Okay, so I am gonna zoom out and put on some mascara, and then we'll finish the lip. All right, and here is the finished eye look. Just a little something simple, but it's really cute. Definitely seems like the Lunar Beauty formula I'm used to. So for lips, there's a lot of options here, right? So I think my favorite is probably the liquid lipstick from Laura Lee Los Angeles. This one's in Spicy Pink. My favorite shade of all time is in Jaybird. That one is sold out, but I do like this one as a lighter one to go in the center of the lips with a darker lip liner. Love the shape of the applicator. These last forever. They're not a bad price anyway. They're normally $16, but with this sale they're $4.80, and they're really, really comfortable, not drying at all. They also still have some of their glosses left. I have mine in shade Rose Glimmer. I just wanted to test out these glosses to compare them to, she did a long time ago a collab with her niece Erin, and this gloss formula is definitely different than that. I think I actually prefer that one. This isn't gritty or anything. It's really pretty on the lips. It's $9 for a bundle of 3 of them. They're normally, I guess, 10 each, $30 for the bundle. The only thing I don't like about this is, I mean, mostly the smell. It's a really strong bubblegum smell that's kind of hard for me to get over, and it's a flat paddle, which isn't my favorite, but really like nice magnetic component and comfortable on the lips, pretty. But what we're going to use today is the bullet lipstick that I have from this collection. This is in shade Mora. I didn't think Lanny was really my style, but if you want just the bullet lipstick, you can get that for $4.20 as well, if you want to feel luxe and push the button like that. So I'm going to put on a little bit of lip liner. This is Foxy from Melt. I'm just trying to use it up in my project pan this year. Okay, and let's put on the lipstick. So creamy, so comfortable. This one is definitely one too that I like more with a darker lip liner, because then when you kind of mix it together, you get this slightly like ombre look. But here is the final look. What do we think, guys, of the look and as well of my kind of prediction speculation here? Like I said, it's a great deal on some great products if you're looking to shop a little bit. But do you see what I'm saying with the speculation here of what might be coming? So yeah, that's my thoughts. That's the look. Again, they're really great products. I will be sad to see the brand go. I know there's so many brands out there, but if the brand goes, I will be sad to see it go, because look at all of the products I've purchased not at that price point. Like, I genuinely do like this brand. And yeah, I hope that's not the case. But if they're already at 70% off and that is happening, I feel that announcement would be pretty soon if it's going to be. Otherwise, it's going to be like, oh, we like cleared out old inventory that was close to expiration so we could restock. That's the only other explanation I can think of for such a high discount. All right, so for the end of this video, we have a bit of a giveaway here for my channel hitting 800 subscribers. Thank you so much if you subscribe. I appreciate you so much for supporting me and my channel. When I ordered some of the full fantasy collection, there was some kind of mistake, and so I ended up getting doubles of some things, and I wanted to pay it forward to you guys. So I have for one of you all the color palettes, the full fantasy color palette that I used in this video, the full fantasy blush palette that I used in this video, and the lipstick in shade Mora. So if the deep discounts weren't enough for you already, here's a chance to get those 3 items for free. Here's what you have to do. Pretty simple. If you haven't already, you need to be publicly subscribed to my channel, like this video, and leave me a comment. Any comment, doesn't matter what it says, whatever you would like. You can talk about the video, you can say hi, whatever you would like. But this is just in celebration of me hitting 800 subscribers, and we're close to 900. I would love to see 1,000 by the end of the year. That would be amazing for me. So if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do that. And if you are, again, just like this video and leave a comment. I'm gonna have this giveaway open for 2 weeks for people to enter, and then I'll have like a random generator pick a winner, and I'll contact you probably through Instagram. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye!